Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor and this is going to be a vlog of how many projects can I finish in 1 week. I need to get projects done. Oh my gosh, I have so many unfinished projects everywhere. It's really starting to grate on my brain like a cheese grater. So this week we are not starting any new whips. We are only going to be finishing ones that absolutely need to be finished. And I actually did finish one today. This is my big squishy granny square blanket, and I do have a tutorial for this. It's going to be going live on my channel tomorrow, which by the time this vlog is out, it's already out. Go check that out. It's just how to assemble a really big chunky granny square blanket, and I'm super excited for this to be done. But you know what? I can't even use this right now. It is so hot. I am boiling in my apartment. I'm sure anyone who watches my videos is sick and tired of me talking about how hot I am all the time, but I just want some fall weather. Is that too much to ask? Apparently so. Yeah, it is 7 p.m. right now on Tuesday, October 29th, and it is 75 degrees outside still. 75 degrees. Cool down. It is almost November. I'm sick of this. I'm so sick of it, and it's supposed to be hot again tomorrow, but then it's also supposed to rain. I'm not having a good time. I'm almost done with another project as well. This one I started during the state fair. I brought some stuff to work on, and I just ended up making this all cotton poncho. Ooh, that looks really nice on camera. This is using Karen cotton ripple cakes and a 5.0 millimeter crochet hook. So my thought process behind this is that next summer it will be a swimsuit cover up, either on my shoulders like this, just to cover up like the chest and the back area because I get sunburned there the most, or even I could like wrap it around my waist and just give my bum a little bit more coverage. I've already crocheted the string here, so I just have this tiny bit left, and then I'll have to like weave in my ends. And then surprisingly, I am also, I wouldn't say almost done, but like we're getting there for this little wrap top. And oh my gosh, it kind of looks like nothing right now. So it's got this mandala back pattern. It looks really good on. I tried it on. It is a little bit big. I don't know how I felt like I was making it so small, and it actually is just the tiniest bit too big. I think I might end up making the tie straps a little bit longer so that I can wrap it around my waist. But that will have to be some like crochet trickery to get that done. I also have 2 other mandala ponchos over here that need to be finished. I would love to get my jester hat done. So this could end up being a little bit of a chaotic vlog. I think I'm going to put some workout clothes on and put something on my TV, sweat a little bit to hopefully calm myself down. It's just been one of those days. I make cooking videos for work sometimes, and other videos for like distributors and grocery stores to use, and that was just like a lot of filming today, and my brain just now hurts. And I made a meal that like really did not turn out well, and also it's definitely like a side dish that you would bring to Thanksgiving, and so I just feel stupid. That's a whole other thing. I think I just need to work out to clear my head. So I'm going to do that now. I've been doing, I did a kickbox one to Charlie XCX's Brat album, or like it was just like 4 or 5 songs yesterday, and ooh, I was sweaty. It was really good though, and I think I might do the Chapel Roan one, and then she also, this is by MK Fit. I've been really enjoying her stuff. A lot more of it is like dance based, which is really cool. So I think I might do that one, and then the Sabrina Carpenter short and sweet album one, just because that one said like no jumping, and sometimes jumping is where like jumping is a lot of times where things lose me. So yeah, I'm going to, I think, clean up a little bit from all my cooking today, and then I'm going to put on some workout gear and just sweat a little bit so that my brain can stop moving so fast. Hello, it is Wednesday and I'm so tired. It is the perfect cold, not super cold, but like kind of dreary day. I love it. I'm so happy about it. And of course, now that I sit down, I'm too hot. Ugh. My entire body is so sore. I definitely need to take a rest day tomorrow. I've been working out pretty intensely the past couple days, and like, I love it and it feels really, really good, but I think my body is just like not ready for that level of intensity yet. I finished this last night, and I wove in the ends. Look at me go. Hold your applause. So this is just going to honestly get folded up for a while. There's like, I can't wear this right now. I'm not gonna be taking any beach vacations anytime soon, so she's just gonna have to go into hibernation mode for the winter time. And then I did finally weave in the ends on this guy. This is my pour over poncho, and I'm actually making another one for a tutorial, so I don't know when that's going to be done. I don't know when it's going to be out. Honestly, like, the thought of trying to like use my brain power to do things that I like want to do, it's not working out. Was planning on going to Commander Night tonight, and honestly, I just want to stay home. I don't feel like going anywhere. I don't feel like doing anything. My body just hurts, and like, maybe, I don't know, I'm just not a spring chicken anymore, and sometimes I forget that, I think. I have my video all ready to go for tonight, like to post today, but I just need to make a thumbnail, and I'm not sure why. That also just is, it seems like such a big task. It like feels too big up here, and I'm just like not doing too hot. Maybe leaving the house would help, but the only thing that I really want to do right now is like shop. I really would like to go shopping for yarn. My birthday is literally next week, and I also have my hair appointment next week, and I like don't want to be spending money frivolously right now. So I have resigned to just staying home, apparently. I do have some projects that I want to finish. I want to like weave in my ends, but I want to finish this poncho. It has been too long. I would like to own it and wear it. I also have the one for my mom that needs to be finished. Those ends actually do need to be woven in though. So I think, you know, maybe that will be part of what I'm going to do tonight. I also want to read, and I need to eat something. I think that that's the first thing I need to do, is I need to eat something that will be good. Eyes in every passing car. Right, so I'm gonna spoil some Love is Blind, so if you haven't watched it, skip to the next vlog update. I like didn't really like Marissa and Ramses together all that much, but you know, they seemed set on getting married, and then for him to go and talk about his relationship with other people and then become so like, oh, I don't want this anymore, and then blame her and her energy and all this stuff, but then be like, oh, but like I fell in love with you because of that energy. Like, that hurt so deeply, and it's very hard to, I can't believe they showed 15 minutes of that breakup on television. Poor thing was just crying so hard, and it's so funny because Ramses thinks he's so emotionally intelligent and emotionally available, but he comes in saying he needs to break up with Marissa because he didn't realize how much he hurt his ex-wife in their divorce. As if divorce isn't hurtful for both parties in general. So it's like, you think that you're so in touch with your emotions, but you're not. And that's just like really, 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 that I felt like I just had my heart ripped out of my chest. Oh my god. And my predictions for, this is the wedding episode, I don't think Taylor and Garrett are gonna get married, and that's also gonna rip my heart out. I think Ashley and Tyler will get married. They seem to have been like the most solid except for their one little hiccup. And I am just like not emotionally prepared for this. I feel it's so frustrating. These shows emotionally take advantage of me. But yeah, that just like really angered me. That, because I've had men that I've been in relationships with say that they can no longer be with me because they were mean in their past relationships, or, you know, like they didn't do something right in the past, and that means they can't be with me in some way. And it just reminds me of how stupid in hindsight we as women look when we are on our knees begging for these men to love us, when at the end of the day they don't care, or else they wouldn't. They would do the emotional work if they wanted to, and they don't want to. And I'm not saying Marissa is stupid at all. Please don't take that out of context. I think she is a hurt, like in this moment that I'm watching this, she's a hurt woman. And I get it, I've done it. And it just reminds me why I am afraid of relationships. Love is blind, reaffirming all of my relationship fears. Okay, I've since calmed down. It's a little bit later. And the reunion is actually airing tonight. I'm just waiting a little bit until it actually airs, because it doesn't air until 8 p.m. in Central Time. But I finished 2 ponchos. So this is the one I'm giving to my mom for Christmas. And then I wove in the ends of my jester hat. And then I finished this poncho for myself. And I'm super, super excited about it. I just need a chance to wear it. I'm currently working on this that I think is going to be a baby blanket, but it's so hard. This yarn is so like frail. I don't think I could in good conscience give this to anybody. So maybe it'll just be like a little blankie for me. I don't know. It just, I feel like this would have to be hand washed. But yeah, I think, yeah, this has to be hand washed. It has the little hand in the basin, and then like an X, or what I presume to be the dryer. It also says no iron. I know that the triangle means no bleach. I could look it up. I'm not going to. But like, I'm not gonna give someone, this is supposed to be like baby blanket material, and you can't even put it in the washing machine. Like, do these people not know what it's actually like to have a baby? I mean, I know that I have no baby, but like I grew up like when my siblings were like super, super little. I fed bottles, I changed diapers, I helped do the laundry, like constant laundry, constant just like throwing up on things, sticky fingers, runny noses. Like, I know a lot about like what it means to like at least help raise a child, or at least, you know, what goes into it for someone who doesn't have children. You can't make something out of something like this and in good conscience gift something to, especially like a new parent, and they have to hand wash it. That's ridiculous. Why would you make something like that and then market it towards babies? That really makes me irate. Oh my gosh, I didn't think that that was going to cause me to thank you for coming to my TED Talk about this baby yarn that I apparently have a vendetta against now. It's very soft. But yeah, I think I've got like 5 skeins of it, and I think it's just gonna end up being like a little lovey cuddle blanket for me or my cats. Isn't this hat so cool? I thought I hated it, but now I actually love it. I was looking at it in the bathroom the other day and I was just like, ew, it didn't turn out good, but no, I actually think it did. It is a little bit big, but I don't know, I think that'd be cool. I wish I had something to do tomorrow. I'll check Facebook events again and see. Maybe I'll be in a better mood tomorrow. I don't know why, I've just been in such a bad mood, like almost all day. Just, I don't know, things. Well, now I'm watching Gilmore Girls and it's so hard because that show, it makes me so angry because anything, if you've watched Gilmore Girls, I don't know if this is a spoiler, but like this is more of just like an analysis of what I notice is like Lorelai is never right. She can never be right. And I think it's really frustrating when the showrunners present her that way. She is so logical when she presents her things to her parents, but then the scene somehow turns and then it's her fault and it turns out to be like the a-hole in the situation. And I'm like, no. For example, I'm on season 2. I'm still very early in the like season. And like, I'm not saying that that Lorelai isn't wrong in sometimes, like we'll get to that. But Richard, her dad, Rory's grandpa, just retired and he's having a lot of hard times with feeling like obsolete, feeling like, you know, he's driving his wife crazy, he doesn't know what to do with his time. It's an adjustment for sure. And Lorelai gets on him because she says, you know, you don't get to come into my house and try and make rules about like how I'm raising my daughter or how I work, because he is basically a nuisance to her all day. And then instead of, you know, opening up the floor for a very vulnerable conversation, he like pushes back on her and then makes her feel bad for bringing it up to him. And I think it's hard when their entire life it's presented that they have like tried to control Lorelai in some way, and she's just this free-spirited person who can't really be like tamed in a way, if we want to call it that. And they essentially can't accept her for who she is. But at the same time, it's kind of like she doesn't accept her parents for who they are, but based on the amount of like neglect and like poor treatment of her parents, I have a very hard time like believing that people have to forgive their parents. I think people want to, but I don't think they should have to when they're, you know, when they've suffered that sort of like emotional neglect and abuse at the hands of their parents. But see, then, you know, she tries to be so good with Rory. I think most of the time she is. But then when she does mess up, she messes up in such a big way. Because she does raise Rory as, you know, her best friend. But then immediately, you know, oh, I'm the mom. I make the rules. Da-da-da. And Rory's like, I thought we were living life together. I thought we were in this together. Like, she doesn't toe the line very well of, you know, friend and parent. Because, like, Rory does just kind of get to do whatever she wants. And then when Rory oversteps, because there aren't really any boundaries, then suddenly Rory is, like, horrible in Lorelai's eyes and gives her the cold shoulder, which is a very emotionally manipulative thing to do, something that her parents would do. And so, I don't know, I really am liking Gilmore Girls. I think that it's a very good show in which it talks about like trauma, generational trauma, and kind of like the financial, the ways that like money controls people and stuff. It just kind of makes me mad, but also it's very true to like be in those situations and like you never are right. And so, like, it's hard because, like, I understand Lorelai. I think that I just recently watched a video by someone, I wish I could remember their name. They did this really good deep dive on how Lorelai and Rory are, like, the ultimate not like other girls, and they honestly are. And that video was, like, super good. I'm gonna find it and put it here. But yeah, I don't know. That was, thank you for coming to my TED Talk, I guess. Happy Halloween. It is sleeting right now. It's not snowing because it's not cold enough to snow, but it's definitely like icy rain. Yeah, it's 37 degrees, so it's too warm for it to be snowing. But honestly, I had thought that I was gonna be going to like a trivia night tonight. I'm gonna stay home. Clearly it is just like not my week for socializing. My social battery, my cup is like so empty in terms of socializing. Not sure why, kind of just came up suddenly. Oh well, I do think I might do some fun makeup, like take some cute photos with the jester hat that I was showing that I finally wove the ends in on, just so that I can, you know, have a little fun by myself. I also may watch the horror movie that is Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 1, because that is a bit of a horror movie. To catch you up on some of my reading, I'm almost done with All About Love by Bell Hooks. I only have 2 chapters left. I'm not done with chapter, what is this, 11? It's Loving into Life and Death. So it's about like loss and stuff. I'm not done with that yet, but for the next couple days I will just kind of read a chapter from both of these books until I finish this one, and you know, if I keep on top of myself, it'll be fine. And then Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus by John Gray also only has 13 chapters. And so I think what I want to do is do a chapter a day for 13 days, and I'm hoping to have it done by the time my next IRL podcast comes out, and that's going to be in like late November. I'm interested to see how this kind of compares to this, because Bell Hooks does kind of criticize some of John Gray's work in this book, even though this book in and of itself isn't only about romantic love. So I'm wondering if maybe in her other book, Communion, she talks more about it, but we'll see. I originally thought, you know, oh, maybe I shouldn't read this. Maybe it's counterproductive to what I want. I'm like, but if people have been reading this came out in 1992. If people have been reading this for over 20 years, I am interested to see what the contents are, because I don't want to criticize work that I have not myself read. So I want rights to criticize, I guess. And then another book that I do need to read in November, because in December I'm going to be reading The Darcy Myth, which is another nonfiction book that's a part of my like IRL book club thing. So Pride and Prejudice, that has the character of Mr. Darcy in it. I have never read this book. I know some people had to read it for school and stuff. I was not one of them. On the back it says, Austen's best-loved romance unfolds around the 2 eldest, Jane and Elizabeth, and 2 eligible bachelors, Mr. Bingley and his friend Mr. Darcy. And when the lively Elizabeth first meets the aloof, conceited Darcy, she dislikes him immediately, but this is only the prelude to a classic attraction of opposites. So, because in the Darcy Myth it talks about like, or at least from that summary, it talks about like how sometimes we as women want to fix or change people, and that apparently it's alluded like, oh, he's my Darcy or whatever, like he'll change for me. So I guess we'll see what is in these pages. I want to start a new project so bad. It's so hard. I like am always so good the first couple days. I'm like, okay, I'm only gonna do this for a week. Like for a week I'm just gonna focus on finishing projects. And then immediately I'm like, but my brain, she's got some ideas. She has ideas and I want to do them. I'm working on, so this pink panel is the start of what I want. I want to be a an off-the-shoulder top, and I hope that I have enough. I've got 4 skeins of pale pink yarn, or I guess it's called Baby Pink by Red Heart Super Saver. And I think that that'll be enough, but we'll see. I really don't know. I also feel like my brain is like almost not working very well today because I don't plan on working out because I really hit it hard Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And I know I've talked about like my goals and stuff. My goals are perpetually only like working out 3 days a week at the bare minimum. And I feel really good. I want to keep working out, but at the same time, like the workout videos that I've been doing, it's a lot of squats, it's a lot of lunges, and my knees have actually been hurting a little bit. Not like terrible, but it's enough to where like I should probably just, you know, take a chill pill. After my meeting as well, I gotta get my dinner ready. I'm just doing a crock pot thing. It's called Drunken Chicken. My grandma made it from for like an event, I think Christmas, like a couple years ago. Super good, super easy too. So that's what I'm planning on doing for dinner. But since it's like a crock pot meal, I need to put it in the crock pot, you know. I think I'm also just getting a little bit stir crazy. I am trying to think. I went grocery shopping on Monday, and I think that's the last time I left my apartment this week. So that's a cage of my own making. Like if I don't leave my house, it's absolutely like my own choice and fault and stuff. But it's also hard. I'm trying to like save money. I don't want to like go out and spend money on food or, you know, buy things that I don't need. I feel like every time I like get on like a vlog update, I'm like, oh, I want to buy yarn, and it's true, I do. And I think like a lot of times that stems from boredom, and like thankfully I'm not someone who like online shops out of boredom. Like I'm really happy that like I haven't fallen into that. That doesn't mean that someday I won't, but I'm very much like an in-person shopper, I guess, so to say. But every time I leave my house, I'm like, I feel like it's like I leave and $150 are just like gone. And I'm getting my hair done next week, and I really don't know how much that's going to be. I suspect it's going to be in the realm of like 300 maybe. I've never really gotten my hair done to like this extent before, and I'm really excited, and I'm also nervous because I'm doing it the day before my birthday. So if it turns out terrible, I don't know what I'll do. I mean, my thought process is like, you know, just deal with it for 6 months, let my hair grow out a little bit, and then dye it all black. Like, that's always an option for me, is just dyeing it all black and growing it out again. But, yeah, like, I want to make sure that I have money for this expense because I, you know, want to get my hair done. But I'm nervous. I don't know. I'm like nervous to leave the house because I don't want to spend money, even though I absolutely have the capability to just spend money at home. But it also works out because I don't like sending packages here because people steal packages in my building. So even if I do buy things online, most of the time I send them to either like my parents' house or my friend's house. So it's not even like I can like get it straight to my door, you know? So I guess I got that going for me. Oh, also I've been reading Bunny by Mona Awad, and I'm on part 2. And oh my gosh, the book is so... It's not confusing because I understand what's going on, but it's really cool how like in the character, in our main girl's head we are, and how things change. I'm very much liking it. I really... Unless something really crazy happens, I foresee it being like a 4, almost 5-star book for me. And it's funny because it's been sitting on my TBR for years now, and I don't know why. I feel like I have really good intuition when it comes to books, being like, oh yeah, I think I'll like this, or maybe I won't like it. Sometimes I think that I have to read books for some reason, like essential reading. That's a whole other topic. But I am just like loving this book so much, and I want to like read more. I really want to finish it probably this weekend just because I want to know what happens. I also have Rouge by Mona Awad, and I'm really excited to like get into that. It's just hard. I feel like I'm not reading enough, but yet I am reading a lot still. I just wish that I could like spend my days reading and crocheting. Subscribe to the channel so that can maybe someday be my reality. Please. Alright, I am going to go figure out something to do. So I will talk to you guys probably later tonight, because I'm not going anywhere in this weather. I know that, like, I live in Minnesota, as I've said before, but this is like kind of the first like bad weather of the season, and everyone kind of freaks out at the first like kind of bad weather. So it's better to just stay home during those. But it also is finally cold enough to where I can make chili, so. I shouldn't have done my makeup now. I absolutely feel like I have to find something to go to. I am actually really proud of myself. I mean, the eyeliner is kind of all over the place. Straight lines, we don't know her. But like, I'm so like happy with how this turned out. The black and the red kind of mixed a little bit, but I don't know, I think that's part of the appeal. With this hat, like, I gotta find something to go to. I can't stay home. I can't look this good and stay home. Problem is, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's like, what are we gonna do? I don't know. It's 4:30 right now. Just want to go do something fun. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But like, the makeup is makeuping right now. In my opinion. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. It's Halloween, man. Right after the last clip, I did try to film a crochet and chat, and I started crying. So then I had to take off all the makeup because I got some eyeliner, mascara in my eyes, messed up. Like I couldn't see, or like it was making my vision blurry, and so I just like hopped in the shower and then cried for a good 2 hours. I know that that's kind of an extremely vulnerable thing to share on the internet, but like, this is my real life right now. I'm having kind of a hard time. I know that like, I talk a lot about like how I really do like living alone and how I have a lot of fun with it, and I have a lot of fun by myself, but Halloween is like a social holiday. And I also had to like spend 4th of July alone, and that's like a really social holiday, and like, I'm just, you know, it hurts and it's hard. I just like really didn't feel comfortable with the thought of like trying to, you know, go get a lift to a bar somewhere, and then like, I don't like drinking on the weeknights, and I do like to go to bed at kind of like a reasonable hour, and so, you know, just like the whole shebang of trying to go out tonight, especially when I didn't have any sort of like friends for, you know, social backup, it just really, it like overwhelmed me, and I felt like I was really trying to like force myself. It was like this battle but in my head of like, well, I want to, but I don't want to. And it was very difficult, and it was not fun. But, you know, I felt my feelings, and I'm exhausted from feeling my feelings now. So I guess I'm feeling a little bit numb. I did start a new project. Kindly, I had a meltdown. Please, nobody say anything in the comments about me starting a new project. I was sad, and you know what? Starting a new project when you're sad is more cost effective than going to buy yarn when you're sad. So I'm just proud of myself that I did not go anywhere and buy yarn. So we have to take that little win. I'm actually using this, it's Red Heart Bitty Stripes in the colorway Crayon Box. It's this rainbowy thing. It's the same stuff that I used for my mom's poncho that I made her for Christmas, but I'm trying to make one of those like hood snood things. But I didn't buy a pattern or anything. I was thinking maybe I could like try to make one myself and then put out a tutorial on it. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. We're currently making like the front triangle part We're not sure how big it'll be. We are just, what I like to do when it's like a smaller project that I want to do a tutorial on, I try to do it and then, you know, just do it again. Whereas like with, I do other things and other processes differently, but figured this was like the best way to do this one. I had enough of the yarn left from making the poncho for my mom, so I was like, yeah, let's use some fun, colorful yarn. Maybe that will help my mood. So here's what I got so far. And I think I'm gonna watch some Gilmore Girls. I see Brew are playing. It's been a good day for them, I think. They're starting to get along. I think what I'm realizing is that Essie just like isn't a very cuddly kitty. Like she doesn't cuddle me at all. She'll come and she'll like lay on the little like chase part of this chair set thing. But she doesn't like to get too close, but I really do think that she's settling in well. It's never once in my mind felt like it was a bad fit for her to be coming into our home. Yeah, so sorry to be like a downer, but I am, you know, trying to keep it real with you guys. The lengths that I will go to just like not move my tripod legs up and down. Happy Friday, thank God this week is over. I'm so over it. So today I'm actually going to be going to a non-alcoholic spirit tasting. There's a bottle shop in Minnesota called Marigold, and it specializes in non-alcoholic spirits, and they also carry like CBD THC drinks. I do not partake in the CBD THC, well, I don't partake in THC stuff. And so I'm going to be going to that, and I will see where the night leads me. Michael's gave me a $5 coupon, and then of course I saw a stocking pattern by LTK Cuties that I really liked, so I might end up purchasing that. May end up going to Michael's. We'll see what happens. Hi, baby. Oh. I know. But yeah, so this is the fit. I was not having a good time trying to figure out the fit at all. I don't know what has gotten into me, but whenever I wear something that doesn't have any crochet in it, it like makes me irate now. Like I feel like it is so ingrained into my wardrobe now that when I don't wear it, I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself. I had wanted to wear this wrap that I had been working on, but I just didn't get the sleeves done, and I'm not going to sit at home and finish them. I'm just going to go to the event. But I really like the way this fit kind of turned out. I think it's really cute. This is the shirt I got from the Swaco concert that I went to. When was that? October 15th, about 2 weeks ago now. And then I'm just wearing a black pleated skirt and then my new Mary Janes and just a pair of like kind of white socks. So yeah, I don't know, it's kind of giving emo schoolgirl. This is my teenage self that wanted to dress me today, so. Hello again, another day of me not wanting to adjust my tripod. Okay, so I am going to the Minnesota Fall Fiber Festival. It is in Hopkins this year. It's at the Eisenhower Community Center. I'm super excited. I also really need to be careful. I have money, but I don't have money, if that makes sense. Because, you know, my birthday is this Friday and I was planning on going shopping maybe a little bit, but unfortunately my pay schedule made it so that I'm not getting paid on my birthday. I'm getting paid the week before and the week after, so that stinks. Oh well. But this is my pour over poncho. I'm very happy with the way that this looks. I'm wearing a black turtleneck and then some tights, my black skirt, and then I'm going to wear my Mary Janes, my Vans that I bought. Same ones as I wore yesterday. And then super simple makeup. This is the lip gloss I'm wearing. I like put it on this morning and I was like, oh my god, like my lips were so smooth. Not that like I don't have a ton of like lip wrinkles or anything. That's not really something I've ever really worried about. But I like put this on and I was like, they're completely smooth. I have not seen that before. I almost look like I've got lip filler, so that's pretty cool. This is the Essence Hugs and Teddy's Plumping Lip Gloss in Kissed by Teddy. So I might actually look into getting more of these. So I think I'm going to leave soon-ish. I just can't figure out what I want to like bring for a project. Because I was thinking it might be kind of fun if I like stuck around a little bit, if they have like an area to sit and, you know, just hang out. I would love to just hang. I'm going to bring this as a sort of like clutch purse. This is my like maker bag by Crafty Like a Monkey, and in it I'm just gonna have my wallet and my lip gloss. And then I was gonna bring like a small project. I was planning on bringing this. It's something that I'm kind of working on. It's with fingering weight yarn, and I just want it to be like a little kerchief type of thing. Oh, it's turning out really cute so far. Not with this fit, but I just need it to be a little bit longer, like on the sides, right? But I kind of want to do a tutorial for something like this, but I don't know why, like my caked up yarn is just getting so tangled and stuff when I like pull it from the ball. So I'm like, oh, I don't really want to bring that and then have to deal with like yarn barf while I'm there. I'm also watching Larry's most recent like reading vlog. I love her. She's so funny. And I actually, when I went to Barnes & Noble last night, I was like, I don't know why, I just want something that is like so delinquent. I like went to the romance section. I was like, where's a dark romance that isn't going to like make me hate the world? And I don't know why. I've never even like heard of this book before. Apparently it's really popular on TikTok, but I got Lights Out by Nevessa Allen. This book is so funny. I went to, what was it, Stub and Herbs last night and I ate dinner. I had one cider. It was a milk and honey, like apple heirloom cider. It was good. I don't know. It just like, it was over the course of like 2.5 hours that I drank this one beer, and I was just like, why? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, I read 70 pages of this in the bar over the course of like before dinner, after dinner. And this is like a big book compared to like other books. Like this is much bigger than a standard book. But it's a stalker romance, but it's actually like rom-com, and Larry said that it's a lot like Butcher and Blackbird, and I have Butcher and Blackbird. So depending on how I feel after this book is done, I might pick that one up as well. Because I don't know why, like I said, I'm feeling a bit depraved. I'm feeling like a delinquent. I don't know. But yeah, the colors of this was really cool, and the second book comes out next June. But yeah, I don't know. I'm throwing that in my bag, and we're just gonna see kind of where the day takes us. It is a beautiful fall day. But leaving my house yesterday, it really was good, and I want everyone to know that I went to Michael's and I did not buy any yarn. I had 4 skeins in my hand, and I was like, Taylor, you're going to the yarn festival tomorrow. Don't buy anything. And I didn't. Look at me go. I'm so very demure, very mindful. There we go. So I'm really proud of myself. I did buy that book immediately afterwards, and I really didn't need a new book, but it's fine. Sometimes we're not perfect. Yeah, and then I went to the Rosedale Center just because I feel like I had been there before, but I don't think I have. I think what I was thinking of is the Southdale Center. There's so many malls around like this little like metro area, and it was like a cute mall. I don't know, Mall of America is like the standard, and then the mall that I used to go to when I was a kid, it was called the Burnsville Center, and I'm pretty sure it's like dead now. Like it's almost an abandoned mall at this point. I did end up having an awkwardly intimate experience with a Lush employee. They had like all their gourmands on a table, and the lady came over and they like sat me down, did the whole like, oh, let me try it out on you, and oh, this lotion, and I was like, I really wasn't interested in buying anything, honestly, but then she put this lotion on me. This is the Sticky Dates body lotion, and It's like a little vanilla, it's a little honey, it's really nice. And I was like, well, I'm kind of almost out of the lotions that I do have, so it'd be nice to like just have this on my TV stand side table thing, just as like a little hand lotion. So I got that. And oh, I also went to Marigold and did the tasting. And then I ended up getting Nightcap and a spicy ginger syrup. Oh, I also wanted to talk a little bit about like my uploading schedule. I think 3 videos a week is a little too much for me. And I want to focus on making like better quality content for you guys. So I think I might drop that down to 2 uploads a week. Not sure if that'll end up being like a Tuesday, Thursday or what, but I have noticed that like my tutorials have been doing really well and I have been really enjoying filming tutorials. So I want to make sure that I'm like making enough time for that and coming up with enough ideas. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with like the filming thing. I really have been enjoying doing this vlog in particular, talking about like finishing up projects and just hanging out. So I think this is something that I would like to continue more. So yeah, we'll see what happens. This is a continuous learning process. So thank you for bearing with me and I'm so glad that you're here. And if you've made it this far into the video, don't forget to subscribe. You might as well just come along for this crazy ride and we can hang out like all the time. We can be best friends. So I will talk to you guys later. Hello, I'm back from my excursions. So I did end up getting some yarn. Thankfully I was under the kind of budget that I set in my head. I got some yarn from Cato Yarn Company. That is a local hand dyer. She also makes like project bags and other little notions in Mankato, Minnesota, which is really cool. So I'm just gonna show you what I bought, and then I did end up going to the library afterwards, so then I will show you what I picked up at the library. So first thing is this little snap bag. And it has rainbow dragons on it. They posted about these a while ago and I honestly just like fell in love with it. I thought they were so cute. I really like the heavy duty handle on here. So I had wanted to purchase this before, but I was like, nah, I don't need it to. I don't want to like pay to have it shipped to me, but she had them there, and these ones are actually just a little bit cheaper than her drawstring ones. Those ones are super nice. I do have one that's holding other hand-dyed yarn over here, because where is there not yarn in this apartment? And then I got 3 skeins of yarn to actually go with some yarn that I bought last year at the Fall Fiber Festival. So here's what I got. I got 2 skeins of Knittoberfest, this beautiful like red, orange, brown, there's some purple in there. And then I got a skein of pumpkin spice. And the reason I got these were to go with my 2 skeins that I bought last year of Agatha, because at her booth, she actually had these really pretty fade sets that had these 3 in there. And I was like, oh, well, I've got 2 skeins of this at home. I haven't known what I wanted to do with this. I bought 2 of these with an intention of a different knitting project, but, time has passed and now I just have like other wants, I guess we could say. But I was like, well, I could buy a pumpkin spice and a Knittoberfest, and then, but 3 isn't enough for, and so I was worried that 4 wouldn't be enough. So now I have 5 skeins. These are all sock weight yarns, and I think I might do some sort of raglan sweater. So I think it'll probably be a pretty standard raglan, similar to other things that I have crocheted in the past. I've just never done it with fingering weight yarn, so I think I'm going to use like these 2 on top, this one in the pumpkin spice in the middle, and the Knittoberfest on the bottom, so it is like kind of a nice fade. So yeah, that's what I got. Also, the fit was definitely a crowd favorite. A lot of people were complimenting me and saying how much they really liked this, and it just like made me more motivated to get the pattern done for you guys and get the tutorial out. I do have it started, but it is obviously not finished yet. Hi, Essie. What's up? But I did not need to go to the library, but I think I just had this hankering want to like spend money, but obviously I'm getting my hair done. I don't want to be spending money, so I was like, let me go to the library. I went there one time, but I really didn't get to look at the books all that much, so I figured, you know, let's go check it out. So I checked out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books. Did I need to? No, but part of going to the library is so that we don't spend money on books, right? So the first book I got was Never by Jessa Hastings. I have heard very mixed reviews on this book. I have not honestly heard the best of things. I really should just finish Magnolia Park's Into the Dark. I don't know why I can't seem to do that, but I am just kind of interested in it, and if I do end up DNFing it, that's totally fine. But when it first came out, I was really interested in potentially purchasing the book, and I think that this is kind of a nice compromise, especially since I can't find it on Libby. The next book is Bold Strokes by Jane Boone. This is a fiction book, but I'll read you the back. Obviously, you can kind of get a feeling for it based on the cover. So it says, ordained Erica the Great by the Fawning Art Press, Erica Gregg oversees one of the hottest galleries in Chelsea. By night, in a secret dungeon in her gallery basement, Erica works as an elite dominatrix catering to the pervy needs of millionaires and billionaires. When her con artist father reappears with a dubious proposal, Erica escapes to Geneva, accepting an invitation from Eduard, a wealthy investment banker who shares her taste for latex and art. These two solitary creatures are thrust together when Eduard's business is rocked and Erica fears for her future. I don't know, I just thought it sounded kind of cool. Alive and Wells by Bailey Hannah. This is just a cowboy romance, but I think it's a little bit dark. I read the author's note and the trigger warnings at the beginning. It is about our main female character is escaping a DV situation, and I think that it's going to be a little bit more in depth on the actual like ranching part of it. So like if you've read the Chestnut Springs series, obviously there's a ranch, and Kate is kind of, that's what was that one, Heartless, whatever, the second one, Cade's book. He is like the only rancher, but all he ever talks really about is like how he rides horses and like wrangles everything together. So I think this one is actually a little bit more in depth. I think in the author's notes she said like her family, like they're a ranching family. I had seen this on social media somewhere and it wasn't available on Kindle Unlimited. And so I have had this on my list for a while and I just saw it, so I was like, why not? What better time than now? And then these last two were definitely like impulse pickups. They were just out on a table and it seemed like all of them were kind of like queer books. So that was pretty cool. This one's Outlawed by Anna North. And this one's about a woman who is escaping her town because she's been married for a year but she's not pregnant, I guess. That's what it says in the synopsis here. And then she ends up in a group of like outlaw women. So it's feminist Western outlaws, I guess. So it's a part of Reese's book club, which really doesn't mean anything to me. I think it's so funny that people have like made money off of book clubs. Because a lot of the Reese's book clubs that I've read haven't been like amazing, but who knows. I have heard of this book before, so thought that might be kind of interesting. And then this one It's a nonfiction, which I do have a problem with, like checking out nonfictions and then not reading them, but I think this one will be kind of interesting. It's called Deep Sniff, A History of Poppers and Queer Futures by Adam Smith. From Victorian infirmary and the sex clubs of the 1970s, Poppers vapor has released the queer potential inside us all. This is the intriguing story of how amyl and other nitrates wafted out of the lab and into gay bars, corner shops, bedroom, and corn supercuts. Blending historical research and wry observation, Adam Smith explores cultural forces and improbable connections behind the power of poppers. What emerges is not just a history of pub raids, viral panics, and pecks the size of dinner plates. It is a collection of fresh and provocative ideas about identity, sex, utopia, capitalism, law, freedom, and the bodies that we use to experience the world. So I just thought that that might be kind of like a fun, interesting thing. Queer history really is like interesting to me. Looks like there are, oh yeah, this is like super short. What is it, like 180 pages? It looks, I don't know why, that looks longer to me, but it's also kind of like a little baby book. Like, see? Oh yeah, also, this book. So if this is a regular size book, look how much taller and bigger this book is. Like, it's huge. That is a huge book. But yeah, so I figured, you know, it could just be kind of fun. Okay, and that's where I'm going to end this vlog today. Thank you so much for coming along with me this week. I did feel like I got a lot done. I am trying to work on being nice to myself on the weekends because I really do feel like I do a lot during the week, and then on the weekends I'm tired and I am trying to relax, but I feel like I never get anything done. I was able to, you know, spend some time with my family on Sunday, and that was super, super nice. And I really do like this new yarn that I got, so I'd like to maybe start on a new project. Maybe. But don't forget to give this video a like. Please subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.